guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, The Bright Side Girl, and today we're doing my May reading wrap up. So, I am doing two of these, even though I should really do one. But stay tuned tomorrow for my May audiobook wrap up, which will have a lot more things in it and will be a lot more exciting. So, this month was, again, a little bit of a fail. Reading wise, I'm not going to make excuses anymore. I just have not been reading as much. I've been gardening a lot. I haven't been feeling quite the best. I've just been a little bit more tired, had a little bit more allergies. Probably because a little bit more stress, but that's okay. So I did get a couple things accomplished, but overall not too much to talk about. I did great on my audiobooks, so definitely tune back in tomorrow to learn about a lot of really great stories. But for now, we're going to talk about the 2.5 books I read this month. So I'm actually going to save the book that I read first for the very end of this video because it's the most exciting to talk about. And we're going to talk about my books that I DNF'd first, which is very unfortunate. So I think this is like my 4th DNF of the year. So I DNF'd The Loose Ends List by Carrie Firestone. I was very, very, very excited about this one because this is set on a cruise ship and it is incredibly hard to find books that are set on cruise ships that are not about like a murder mystery. So this is a YA book and it's set on a cruise ship and it's very interesting. It's contemporary. It's about a girl whose grandma has cancer and she only has like a couple weeks left to live, and she takes her entire family on this bon voyage cruise. It's like a death cruise basically, where a bunch of people go that don't have much time left, and they kind of send them off on the ship, they put them to sleep on the ship, which I don't know that that's legal. I won't get into semantics, but basically the entire ship is revolved around filling their last wishes and their last needs and them spending their last days with family, but the family is there with all of the patients, and so it's kind of got this sad, morbid vibe to it, even though they're trying to make it a happy farewell. It's very strange. I did like the concept though. I thought that was kind of interesting and I was excited because they were going to different ports and things like that. But the characters in here are super, super obnoxious. I'm personally not one to say things are problematic because I feel like you should write the books the way you want to write them, and if people don't like them, that's their personal opinion. However, if you are someone that gets upset by problematic things or what you think of as problematic, this is probably going to upset you because the language is used in here, the way the characters treat each other, the way that they say things, it was just very obnoxious. We'll put it that way. It was super, super obnoxious and inappropriate and kind of mean and kind of rude. I guess you might find this fun. I don't know. I didn't really enjoy it. I kind of forced myself to read. I read almost 200 pages of this before I decided to call it quits. It just wasn't for me. I didn't really love it. I'm really sad about it because I know this is stupid, but it's super, super pretty. I will be unhauling it, and I didn't give it a rating because I didn't finish it, but it is on my DNF shelf. Then I read Poor Unfortunate Soul, A Tale of the Sea Witch. This is by Serena Valentino. This is part of the Disney Villains series. I have the dust jacket in the other room. This is the Ursula backstory of the series. I read the first two periodically in the past. First one being the background of the Evil Queen and Snow White. Last month, I read the background of the Beast, which is weird because he's not technically a villain. I don't know. They all kind of intertwine, which is nice, so you do kind of want to start with the first one. They don't intertwine super heavily, but enough that it will make the story more enjoyable. I don't know what to do with these because I didn't love them, but they were a little bit more interesting. They're very similar to the original Disney version of the fairy tales, but they have some other things mixed in there. But then there's just some things that are kind of unsettling, and I don't know. I can't decide if I'm going to keep this series or not. Let me know if you guys have read these and what you think. I kind of want to read the next one. They're really short and they kind of seem like middle grade books, but then some of the subject matter doesn't seem appropriate for middle grade. I don't know. I'm not sure where I stand on these, but I gave it 3 stars. And then lastly, I read All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. Really excited about this one. I buddy read this one with my friend Britt Nicole. I'll link her channel down below. She's a fellow booktuber as well. She actually mailed me this for my birthday, which it was at the end of April, because it has mermaidy, oceany, piratey, magic-y themed vibes about it. So this one is kind of hard to explain. There's a very heavy magic system in here on a particular island, and all of the people on the island are only supposed to use one type of magic to keep a certain like monster at bay. Like supposedly if you use more than one type of magic, then it can turn you kind of into an evil person, so the legend says. And we have our lead character who's about to like take over the throne, and like some stuff goes down, and there's like a piratey adventure, and there's mermaids. Lots of twists and turns. I actually like this one about as much as I thought I would, which is awesome because I was hoping I'd really like it. This was, I think, a 4-star read for me. Really enjoyed it. I read it a little bit slower, but I've been reading everything slow nowadays, so there's that. I personally didn't love the narrator for the audiobook on this. I wound up reading this one physically, as you're seeing, because I didn't love that narrator, but Britt really liked it, and she really enjoyed it as well. So, 4 stars. And this is also a new release for 2020. So that's all that I read this month. I did read half of another book, but didn't quite get it done in time, and I was really enjoying that one. Next month hopefully will be better. July will definitely be better because Mermaid Marathon is coming up. I'll link that the information for that up here in the cards if you guys haven't checked it out already. So I'm really excited. I'm going to be reading lots of mermaidy things. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned tomorrow for my audiobook wrap up. See you guys next time on The Bright Side.